Take-Two is taking this too far. You'd think after trying to shut down the Vice City Next Gen mod before release, they'd move on. But no, they just won't stop. Even after thousands of fans downloaded and praised the mod, Take-Two is still on a mission to erase it from the internet, targeting the modders at every turn. Not long ago, the Revolution team, a small group of 4 modders from Russia, shared a heartfelt post on their VK page. "Friends, it's so great to see what a close and supportive community we have. Thank you for your support." But their excitement didn't last long. Just a day later, Take-Two struck again, taking down their Telegram channel, which hosted links to the mod and general project updates. The team broke the news on VK saying, "Friends, we have bad news. Today our Telegram channel was hit with a DMCA strike for copyright infringement, and within an hour of the complaint, the channel was completely removed. At the time of deletion, our community had 9,142 members actively discussing the project and helping each other. This is now the second successful attempt to cut us off from our audience. Tough days for our team. It's a shame that things are turning out this way." At this point, it looks like for the first time in years, we're watching an actual war between Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company, and modders. Usually, when a GTA mod gets hit with a DMCA notice, the creators accept the takedown, abandon their work, and that's the end of it. But this time, things played out differently. Take-Two tried to stop this mod before it even launched by wiping out Revolution Team's YouTube channel just 2 days before release. But instead of backing down, they went ahead and dropped the mod anyway, not just as a simple GTA 4 mod, but as a fully playable, standalone version of Vice City on the Rage engine. And clearly that didn't sit well with Take-Two. The mod is already out, thousands of people have downloaded it, and yet Take-Two is still chasing the team down, trying to silence them at every turn. And it's not just Telegram. After their first YouTube channel was deleted, Revolution Team made a new one just to re-upload the trailer. I saw it literally yesterday, and it had already passed 130,000 views. But now, that channel has been wiped out too. And while checking their VK page, I noticed that the mods trailer is gone there as well. So what happens next? Will Revolution Team keep fighting, or will Take-Two eventually get the last word? And the bigger question, how does Take-Two not see how much people love this mod? I see walkthroughs of the mod popping up on YouTube literally every day. Comments under the videos are overwhelmingly positive. People are loving this project, and yet Take-Two still refuses to let it slide. At this point, it's not even about the mod anymore. It's about Take-Two trying to prove a point, and honestly, it just makes them look worse. It feels like the company is going after any mod that gains even a little bit of traction. The moment articles or popular videos start covering a mod, they step in and try to wipe it off the internet. We saw this happen with the Liberty City Preservation Project a few weeks ago, and now they're going even harder on Vice City Next Gen. And yeah, you could argue, well, obviously these mods break copyright laws, and technically you'd be right. Rockstar's official policy does say that porting assets, especially maps, from one GTA game to another is not allowed. But if that's the case, why was Preservation Project taken down while Liberty City Remix is still up on multiple sites, without any sign of Take-Two trying to remove it? And why is Next Gen Edition being wiped out completely while another mod, Vice City Rage, which also ports Vice City's map into GTA 4, has been around since 2011 and has never been taken down in over 14 years? Vice City Rage wasn't as groundbreaking since it didn't include missions, but still, why is it fine while Next Gen Edition isn't? The only explanation that could make sense is that both mods became too popular. Maybe if the modders kept a lower profile, these mods would still be around. But even that theory falls apart when you realize that Vice City Rage had its share of media coverage too. There were articles about it back in 2011 and 2013, yet no takedowns, no bans, nothing. Something has changed. I don't know what exactly set them off, but Take-Two's crackdown on mods has gotten way worse since 2021, right around the time they were preparing to launch the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. That's when they suddenly started handing out DMCA notices left and right, shutting down mods that ported maps or assets, even mods that didn't actually break any copyright rules. It got so ridiculous that they even banned a save file for GTA 4, which is just hilarious at that point. Looking back, it's obvious what happened. Right before launching the trilogy, Take-Two wanted to eliminate the competition. They knew the remaster was going to be a disaster at launch, even though it's in better shape now, and they didn't want mods out there making their official release look even worse. And since they realized how easy it was to get mods taken down and that most modders wouldn't fight back, they just kept going. And that brings us back to Revolution Team. Vice City Next Gen Edition wasn't their first project. These guys have been at it for a long time. Back in 2013, they released the first trailer for an ambitious project called Vice City 2, a full-fledged sequel to Vice City set in modern times and built on the Rage engine. Development took way longer than expected, but they kept posting screenshots and videos on their YouTube channel, which, of course, is now gone. After years of delays and pauses, they finally released the first demo of the mod in December 2020, and back then, it was just 3 people working on the project. They kept pushing forward, improving the mod, adding content, but then Take-Two struck again. In September 2021, just before the launch of the Trilogy Definitive Edition, Take-Two shut it down completely. Revolution Team posted this statement at the time. Unfortunately, the situation is that the Vice City 2 was removed from moddb.com due to copyright infringement. Based on the negative experience of colleagues in the community, we are forced to stop further development of the mod in order to avoid any problems. As it turned out, lawsuits and financial threats from Take-Two are more than real, and hostility towards mod developers is just starting to gain momentum. It looked like the end, but as we can see now, Revolution Team wasn't about to give up. After that takedown, they shifted gears and started working on Vice City Next Gen Edition. And maybe, after everything they'd been through, they figured there wasn't much Take-Two could really do to stop them. On top of that, they're based in Russia, which makes it a lot harder for Take-Two to actually sue them or take legal action beyond DMCA claims. Now, we're at a crossroads. There are really only 2 ways this can go. First, the worst-case scenario. Take-Two finds a way to completely erase Vice City Next Gen Edition from the internet, and somehow holds Revolution Team accountable. Maybe they go after hosting sites. Maybe they escalate things legally, who knows? And the other option, Take-Two realizes they can't win. They see that the mod isn't going away, that the GTA community overwhelmingly supports it, and they finally ease up on mods like this. Right now, it's impossible to say which way it'll go, but one thing is clear, this isn't over yet. At this point, a big question in the community is, who's really pulling the strings here? Is this all Take-Two's doing, or is Rockstar actually in favor of these takedowns? It's easy to assume Take-Two is the villain here, but the truth is they've owned Rockstar for a long time. They bought Rockstar's parent company, BMG Interactive, back in 1998, which means Rockstar has been under Take-Two's control for over 25 years. And for most of that time, Rockstar was mod-friendly. They let the community experiment with mods, and in some cases they even celebrated them. Back in the day, Rockstar would feature fan-made mods on their newswire. They didn't see modders as a threat, they saw them as a creative part of the community. So what changed? The biggest shift happened when Rockstar started making insane money from GTA Online. Before that, they were focused on single-player games, where mods didn't really hurt their bottom line. But when GTA Online became a cash machine, things changed. Suddenly, they had a reason to protect their content aggressively. Modding went from being a fun community project to something that, in their eyes, could hurt their revenue. And then we have the 5M situation. For years, that platform was a huge problem for Rockstar. It let people play GTA Online-like servers without microtransactions, which meant players weren't spending money on shark cards. Rockstar initially banned the 5M developers, trying to shut them down, but eventually they realized they couldn't win. So what did they do? They bought them. In August 2023, Rockstar officially acquired CFX.RE, the team behind 5M and RedM. On paper, this looked like Rockstar was embracing the modding community, but that wasn't the full story. Just 6 months later, 5M's founder was fired from Rockstar. The original people who built the platform were replaced with new developers inside Rockstar, meaning the modding community lost control of what they had created. It was a classic, if you can't beat them, buy them move. Rockstar absorbed 5M, gained full control over it, and then removed the original leadership. So what does this tell us? It shows that Rockstar isn't innocent in all of this. Yes, Take-Two is the one sending DMCA notices, but Rockstar isn't exactly fighting for modders either. They could have stepped in and defended the community, but they haven't. Instead, they let Take-Two wipe out mods while they continue to focus on GTA Online and official content. The reality is both Rockstar and Take-Two have shifted priorities. Back when Rockstar was just making single-player games, mods were a fun addition to their legacy, but now they're protecting their cash flow. And that's why mods like Vice City Next Gen Edition are seen as a threat, not because they hurt Rockstar financially, but because they remind players of something Rockstar isn't making anymore: great single-player experiences. Take-Two has been on a mission to wipe out mods, but here's the thing: this isn't the first time they've tried, and it's not the first time the community has pushed back. There's already proof that Take-Two can be forced to reverse a takedown if the backlash is big enough, and the best example of that, Open 4. If you've ever modded GTA 4 or 5, you know what Open4 is. It's the most important modding tool for the series, allowing players to modify game files, add custom cars, weapons, maps, and more. Without it, most single-player mods wouldn't even be possible. But in 2017, Take-Two tried to kill Open4. They sent a legal cease and desist letter to the developers, demanding they shut down the tool completely. Their reasoning? That Open4 allowed third parties to defeat security features in GTA 5 and could be used to interfere with GTA Online. This was complete bullshit. Open4 never supported GTA Online mods. It was strictly for single player, but Take-Two didn't care. They wanted it gone. And for a moment, it looked like they had won. The Open4 devs complied with the legal notice and shut everything down. That's when the GTA community went insane. The backlash was immediate and huge. The Steam rating for GTA 5 plummeted to overwhelmingly negative. Thousands of players review-bombed the game, dropping its rating to one of the worst on Steam at the time. Modding communities, YouTubers, and gaming media all called out Take-Two's greed, pointing out that this was an attack on single-player mods, not just online cheats. Players even boycotted GTA Online, refusing to spend money on shark cards. And guess what? It worked. Just a week later, Rockstar issued a public statement that completely backtracked on the takedown. They claimed that Take-Two would no longer go after single-player mods, and that Open4 was free to continue development. This was a huge win for the modding community, one of the only times Take-Two was forced to retreat because of public outrage. Right now, we're in a similar situation. Take-Two is attacking a fan-made mod that doesn't hurt GTA Online, doesn't steal money from Rockstar, and only exists to celebrate an old game. The big question is, can the community push back hard enough to make a difference? If GTA players, YouTubers, and media outlets apply enough pressure, Take-Two could be forced to ease up on modding again, just like in 2017. But here's the problem. Back then, the backlash was easy to measure. Players could review bomb GTA 5 on Steam, making their voices heard. Now, GTA 5 is bigger than ever, and GTA Online prints money. Even if players boycott shark cards, it's unlikely to make a huge dent in Rockstar's revenue, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. If enough big creators, journalists, and the community keep talking about this, we might not fully reverse the takedown, but we could force Rockstar and Take-Two to rethink how they handle mods. Maybe they stop banning mods that don't affect GTA Online. Maybe they give modders more breathing room, because one thing is clear, if modders don't fight back, Take-Two will keep doing this.